Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of January 17th to the 23rd, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and I want to remind you as always, this is a general weekly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. But I do want to remind you to stick with me till the very end to get an answer to your yes or no question, alright? So make sure to think of that along the way. The overall message I received for you for the week was, wow, I don't know how to feel. Wow, I don't know how to feel. And the song of the week for you chosen on shuffle, we have You Drive Me Crazy, the Stop remix by Britney Spears. All right, so we'll aim on down now and pull some cards. All right, let's begin by pulling a message from the Halloween Oracle deck. Wow, do you hear the level of sort of stalling in my voice, the confusion? I keep hearing how purposeful that is for you, for your reading within your energy. For my lovely Aquarians to begin for the 17th to the 23rd of January. Yeah, let me just get this together. It was what I was just told. Just this one. All right. Bear with me. I also don't feel the need to rush in your energy. We have cauldron, synergy, and healing. Time to blend with people, time to work with people. You may be pushed to work with certain individuals you don't want to this week. Or you may be thinking thoroughly about how other energies work well with you, and how others just simply don't. And I feel like there's going to be someone you work well with this week and it confuses you to the max. You find yourself going through a level of healing in places and situations through activities or just moments that are very unexpected. You just don't know how to feel about um, a lot of things this week. It's just going to be a bit of a confusing week, but a healing one nonetheless. All right, let's pull some tarot. Tarot, if I could even say it, from the Mystic Mondays deck. Not sure why there's dust on that. Just used it yesterday. Dusting off your old habits is what I just heard. For my lovely Aquarians, to continue this weekly read, I just heard if you hear that song by Britney Spears on your phone, on shuffle, on the radio, in a store, don't be surprised if you hear it throughout the week. You're overworked, Aquarius, with this Devil card. You're overthinking. You're stressing over this and that. You're overthinking who you're blending with and who you're not. You're overthinking to the point where you may stutter a bit, or you may find yourself thinking about um, different worlds, the spiritual realm. You might be overthinking your own thoughts and as to why they're coming to be. I need to adjust your perspective and not stress all the meanwhile. You find yourself feeling a bit mysterious and maybe even a bit on edge throughout the week. But with the Seven of Wands, a lot is coming towards you. The colors of these cards do blend well together, but I don't feel as if they should lead to overthinking. Interesting. With the Seven of Wands, you feel quite bold at times, very defensive, wanting moments where you just feel your hair is blowing in the wind, even if you don't have any, just to have that release, that sort of sense of freedom, to feel as if you don't have the worries on your shoulder, on your back anymore, feeling as if there's one person in your midst who leaves you feeling as if you have to defend yourself, and all the meanwhile, there is another individual who just leaves you quite confused as to what their intentions are or how they truly feel. And so naturally, you're left being a bit confused and wondering, well, then how am I supposed to feel? Okay. And Spirit and the universe are going to communicate with you this week in small ways. You don't have to figure it out. Okay. You don't have to have it all figured out as to how you feel, as to um, who works best with you. Just take it step by step, day by day, and allow yourself to just get through the week in the most productive manner. With the Six of Swords, you're going to feel the inclination to sail away from situations that do not resonate with you. that don't blend well with your individual Aquarian energy. You feel like you have this sort of healing touch, this healing energy to an extent. You might find that there's other energies as well. You seem to be healed from blending and spending time with them or working with them. But I feel as if a lot of you Aquarians drawn to this reading do heal other individuals through your individual approach, what you say, your energy, even if you don't mean to or notice that you do. And it may just be too much for you to personally heal or to take on. And so listen to your soul. Your body is communicating with you anxious wise, through anxiety, different levels for all of you, or just spirit in the universe speaking to you or communicating with you to step away. It's to save you from something you can't alter or fix or heal, okay? It's just going to cause you more stress and anxiety and potentially a little bit of personal damage, then it's just not worth it, all right? With the Ace of Pentacles, I just heard not everything is yours to fix. A lesson to learn this week, or a reminder potentially. You're thinking about beginning something new when it comes to your money. You're going to find that if you're looking for a job this week, a lot comes in and you don't know how to feel. You're like, oh boy, I go from nothing to everything. But isn't that how it always is? Right? If you're looking to invest in something new financially, you may have less options than you expect, but you just find that everybody's kind of trying to ask about get updates on that situation or give you advice on what to invest in, and it's like, ugh, please, I just need to figure out how I feel, and you're kind of confusing me all the meanwhile. You do feel like certain people this week are just driving you crazy. One individual driving you crazy in the right way, but then still leaving you feeling a bit confused or just perplexed as to how you're meant to feel, right? And all the meanwhile, being pushed to create, to develop, to utilize the energy that's coming towards you or that you're picking up on or just that surrounds you at this time. You know, allow it to be translated or just transformed into something creative. Plan, utilize your analytical mind to figure out how to move forward, to figure out what works best for you when it comes to what you want to invest in or what you want to begin, right? It doesn't need to be a week where you definitively make up your mind, and because especially this week where you feel a bit confused, you're not being pushed to make this decision super quick, sporadically. It's not that kind of week for you. And all the meanwhile, you will find yourself initially, or even just in general, overthinking whatever this Ace of Pentacles represents for you. Just simplify your mind. You owe it to yourself at the end of the day. But again, certain people may be overcomplicating that process, so you might want to think thoroughly as to who you involve moving forward. A level of secrecy might come in handy, all right? But I just heard make your own potion as I was drawn to this. I don't know how it's going to resonate for you. With temperance, you find yourself needing to have patience for more than one reason. With yourself, with your mind, with energies you're picking up on potentially, with the process that you're going through, planning for, and just have patience with the week as you feel a bit overworked in a lot of ways. You feel like certain energies are very toxic for you. Have patience with this individual that drives you a bit crazy in a good and a bad way, to the point where you just want to figure it out how to move forward with them. But with the Ace of Swords, you just feel as if it's a week where you're being pushed to charge forth regardless of the confusion or the stress or the difficulties at hand, to allow yourself to adjust your perspective when need be, and just be brave enough to deal with certain emotions, to heal all the meanwhile, but to embrace the new, right? To not be afraid of change. I feel like some of you maybe want the comfort of things staying somewhat similar, but then how do you expect for you to get what you deserve moving forward? Others of you ready to embrace change, and then kind of putting your foot in the water and just being like, oh shit, that feels way too new, you know? With the High Priestess, you just need to balance things out and realize how spiritually connected you are this week. That might be confusing you a little bit as well, as your third eye does open to what you truly desire in small increments and small ways. I need to balance out, being told to move this up here, I need to balance out what energies work well for you once again with just balancing out your own energy, feeling a bit regal all the meanwhile, and that confusing certain people, and you just being pushed to laugh through the difficulties of just all that you're trying to accomplish this week, through the confusion. And it's like there are pieces missing, there are gaps in your story, in your puzzle, and it's time for Aquarius to kind of buckle down, or at least this is how you feel, where you're being pushed to buckle down and figure out what pieces are missing, right? What do I need to acquire or move towards or change to feel more fulfilled or to find these missing puzzle pieces? And all the meanwhile, you're being pushed to recognize by, I feel like, one other individual. It's not the week to figure it all out, all right? That's too much pressure on your own shoulders, and you're going to feel too stressed all the meanwhile. As we pull one more, especially at the end of the week, you're going to be gifted a lot of abundance that will help you relax. If you look at this imagery, you're going to be pushed to simplify things for yourself, to accept that even if things feel a bit incomplete, just kind of half complete, or just, again, those missing pieces, you'll get there in your own time, in your own way, and that will just you'll have to instill patience within oneself all the meanwhile, especially at the end of the week, in order to feel good about what's transpired and what hasn't, and have patience to remember that you are being gifted with this a lot of abundance when it comes to what you want to invest in or begin, when it comes to your money, excuse me, as you get a little bit stressed here and there. All right, let's pull a moon magic card or two, as I see 1111 on the timestamp. Luck is on your side, all right, Aquarius? I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outwards. Absolutely. Every day I focus on what is important. And let's pull one more to wrap this up, or two. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. As well, we have I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Beautiful, beautiful reminders. And on that note, if you haven't thought of your yes or no question, take a moment and do just that. And I seek balance and grounding for sure. For Aquarius, just saw 1212. All right, as you can see, the answer for your question, Aquarius, is yes. Yes, I know you definitely needed to hear that. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're looking to book a personal reading with myself, the options lie down below in the description box. Just reach out via email. I hope you have the most amazing week. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.